Hey everybody, this is Jeff. We're going to take a nice hike today. 3 days actually. It's about 15 miles each way. Maybe we'll find some arrowheads too. Here's the stream. Look way down there. A little speck of white. It looks like a point to me, but it's going to be a leaf or a piece of bark, I bet you. But I got to walk down there and get it. This happens 5 or 6 times a trip. I just can't walk by this creek without looking in here. Of course, it's nothing but a little quartz pebble. But I'll still have to look. And I looked through this a little bit too. It was about 4:30. Took me 4.5 hours to get here. 8 miles. I had a good time. I was just taking my time. Well, check me out. I already got my hammock set up with my tarp, my sleeping bag, and my underquilt. Getting those lofted for later. And here's another pretty waterfall just below my camp. It's a cool little rock feature. Headed down to the lake. It's about 1/3 of a mile. Check it out while it's still daylight. Boy, it's down a lot. It's so rocky here. They made this lake out of a valley. It just erodes everything away. Well, there's another waterfall over there. Alright, well, it's almost 7 o'clock. I got my fire going. I had dinner. I'm just going to chill out. See you tomorrow. Well, it's about 10 o'clock. I done had my breakfast and ready to go. This part of the section is mostly logging roads cut out of the mountain. Well, I'm off the trail. I'm just kind of exploring. Look at this beautiful valley. The fog is perfect. The sun's over there on that bank. Pretty cool. The little duck's making some strange noises. Really pretty here. Here's a cool little flat spot I'm going to try to look at. I got something here. I don't know if it's an arrowhead or not. Man, it's pretty close. It's not nothing though. I'm trying to read the level and try to figure out where they could have lived at. This river wouldn't have been as wide as it is right now. It's a lake now, but it was a creek. So this looks like my flattest little area that I've seen. I haven't figured it out yet. There's some beautiful quartz, man. Beautiful. Man, that's an artifact, I guarantee it, man. Look at that. Look at the way that worked. That's not random. We're gonna find something here. This isn't much, but I'm just showing you what I'm finding. Pretty sure this is a base with a little eared point. It's even ground on the bottom. The tips broke off and that ears broke off. I ain't 100% sure because I haven't found a whole one yet. So I don't have my confidence yet, but I'm also finding a lot of this settler stuff. I call it settler's pottery or glazed pottery. And it's littered with it. So this has probably been an old home place. Well, I'm pretty sure that was the foundation for the old home place. Probably a log cabin. I found this stone. It could be a nut and stone. Or it could just be a river rock, but it has a little indent right there. But it's flat on that side. Right now I'm just guessing this should be a good spot. This is mostly a hiking trip, but I want to find a point for sure. Look at that. Vicks Vapor Rub. That's awesome. I like that. I wish I had a lid for it. I want to leave it right there. Somebody else can find that one. This thing appears serrated and worked on both sides, but it's broke right there. I don't know. I thought it went like that. I was hoping these guys would have some awesome stuff. They might still. I'm getting warmer. I think I got one, guys. It's under the dirt. I don't know, but it sure looks like a nice tip. These things trick me all the time. I'm going to pull it out. Come on, baby. It's one. It's going to be an awesome artifact. Yes! On my hiking trip. Yes! It's a Mara Mountain, but look at that nice little base on there. And it's perfect. It's just a Mara Mountain, but it's the best Mara Mountain I've found in a long time. So happy. Well, 5 minutes later, it's busted all up. This might have been a farm at one time. So I might be looking like an old farmer's field. I don't know. Well, I don't have a point, but just want to show you some more of this pottery. It's washed all the way down to the lake. Here's a cool little handle. Looks like some Blue Ridge. Pretty neat, pretty interesting no matter what. Well, I planned this trip to do a lot of hiking, some camping, some backpacking, and to hunt arrowheads at least 2 different spots that I had in mind. But there's just so much grass. I didn't expect it. It's been dry for so long that it's just grown up with grass. But here's a nice these little knolls. It's got some exposed dirt. I want to look here. I've seen some settlers pottery again, so That's a good sign. Well, I'm just walking along here, minding my own business, and my foot just went down in that hole. I mean, it wasn't a hole, it was just dirt, and I just stepped on it, and a little sinkhole. I'm just looking this over. I did find a piece of crystal quartz that may have been worked, I don't know. It's starting to rain, man. It wasn't supposed to rain. I checked the weather right before I left. It was not supposed to rain, like 10% chance. That is the coolest tree stump in the world right there. With a little tiny tree growing out of the top of it. Pretty cool. Alright, this is the official halfway point of my trip. I'm done looking around here. I'm going to turn around and head back. Well, it's so dark this probably won't pick up, but it's about 6:30. I already got my hammock set up, so the rain's kind of putting a damper on things for a little bit, but I'm fixing to crawl in these nice warm sleeping bags and be toasty. Alright, I got my camp all packed up and got my food bag and I'm ready to go. I thought I'd show you this. Is kind of interesting. I think this is another home site. You can't hardly tell, but that looks like some of the foundation and some more rocks there. And that was probably the chimney. And then right down here, this used to all be logging area. They used to log this with trains, with cable-driven flatbeds and stuff. And here's some of those cables, I think. Out here in the middle of the woods. The big old pile of cable. So that's kind of interesting in some of the history of this area. I'm still trucking, having a good time. My knees are a little tired, but I'm not hurt. I'm just kind of sore. So I'm just taking it real slow. Sure is pretty though. Alright, I'm finishing up the trail with some road walking. The last half a mile, it's a lot flatter than going up all that. So I did cheat and I am walking the road a little bit here. But it just looks so flat and perfect. 12 miles today. So here I am, back where I started. Well, I'm back from my trip and got everything cleaned up. Had an awesome time. That was a lot of fun. It was fun videotaping it too. There's the killer. I'll go start with it. It's not a killer. It's just some Samara Mountain, but I really love it. I think that's an awesome point. Here's some other little pieces. This little side notch broke. This probably is a little serrated Madison or something, or Hamilton or whatever. But it's sheared off on one side. Some other little broke stuff. This thing's ground on the base. Some miscellaneous. A couple bullets. A button. An old fishing weight. Some cool glass that's been in a fire or something. It almost looks like sea glass. And I found this on a different site. It's crystal quartz. And it's kind of got the right look to it. And it's been worked, but it's all busted up. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, everyone. And good luck out there. Bye.